Disable Northwest comments, please.
Well, I've said it before, and this is a hill I'm willing to die on. I believe that if you have kids, I don't care if you're a celebrity, I don't care if you're an everyday Joe, I don't care what your position is. If you have kids, I feel like you should not be putting your children online. I feel like maybe when they start hitting like 13, 14, 15, maybe slight access to social media, but very limited access to social media. And with that being said, comment shut court. Jesus. Y'all, hold on, because I'm leaving that in there. I meant to say comment cut short. What did I say? Anyways, I think it's disturbing how Kim Kardashian has allowed her 12-year-old daughter, even prior to being 12 years old, just go crazy on the internet and just live her best fucking life when she's clearly just a little baby. Oh my god, but Revoke, she's like 12. She's like getting to be a teenage. She's still a fucking baby to me, okay? If you are under 21, I'm probably looking at you like you're a baby, but Revoke, you're only in your mid-20s. I know. We needed to talk about this because there recently has been really disturbing comments being made about Northwest, and honestly, she's a kid on the internet, and that's fucking unfortunate because, as we know, there's a lot of comments being made about children on the internet that are just very uncomfy and not comments that should ever be made towards children in general. But there is a rapper named Lil Mar who has been harassing this 12-year-old in very disturbing ways, making very disturbing comments towards her on social media. So I'm going to dive into this, but I do want to give a trigger warning because it is going to be bringing up some more disturbing topics, and one that I did not cover because of it disturbed me to my core, and that is the David and Celeste situation and the case that had happened. And I am getting chills now just thinking about it, to be honest, because that is one of the most disturbing fucking cases that I have seen in a while. So why am I concerned about somebody's comments on the internet whenever we know that a lot of people make really disgusting comments on the internet? Well, mostly because we are going to be talking about Lil Mar, which is a 26-year-old rapper who recently commented under one of North's posts and said, "Can North be my Celeste?" Which is absolutely fucking disgusting. And if you have been keeping up with the David and Celeste case, then you understand why that is not even something that you should be bringing up in a joking manner. That's just not something to bring up in general. Like, if you're talking about it, raising awareness about the situation, then that's understandable. But if you're using it as shock value, then yeah, you probably have a lot of loose screws in your fucking head. And it's one thing for a grown man to make a comment like that, and it's honestly disturbing too, because there are a lot of grown-ass men on the internet who will make comments about minors and then hide and try to deter the fact that, oh, well, it's just a comment I made. It's, yeah, it's kind of creepy, but it's not like anything would have ever came of that. I was joking. It was like people are taking it out of context. And I'm so tired of grown men being creepy towards minors in general, let alone especially on the internet, and then just hiding behind the excuse of people are taking it out of context. And it's one thing for somebody to make a really creepy and nasty comment like that towards a minor on the internet, but if you take that nasty comment that he made towards her and pair that with his criminal background of being and attacking minors, then yeah, there is plenty of things to be fucking concerned about.
According to reports back in October 2019, Lil Mar, who was reportedly 19 at the time, and another man named Randall Huff, aged 21, were arrested in Chester, South Carolina after being accused of a girl believed to be between and 15 years old. Some people were even bringing up that old viral situation where he allegedly busted on a McChicken sandwich and ate it.
But I'm about to have with a McChicken because like literally I'm about to use it as a toy. And I'm gonna upload it on my channel.
It's not funny, but that genuinely holy shit, it's not funny. It is not funny. I'm laughing at the fact that I genuinely almost vomited in my mouth because I was just thinking to myself, like, geez, a McChicken, like, I'm never gonna hear McChicken and, like, just think, no thoughts. It's always gonna be there. Now, getting back into the seriousness of the situation, because, yes, this is a very fucking serious matter. Excuse, like, my jokes every now and then. When you take this man's absolutely disgusting fucking history and these allegations, and then you pair it with his comment towards a 12-year-old girl on the internet saying, "Will you be my Celeste?" That's very fucking disturbing, and he needs to be jailed. He does not need to be around individuals ever again.
Things got even darker because another person came forward online with a very serious allegation involving Lil Mar from a year ago. The comment said, "I would also like to add, when I was 15/16, a mentally disabled girl went to the same high school as me. He manipulated her and had with her after the video spread through the whole school and Columbia, South Carolina." This is where it happened at, Blythewood, South Carolina to be exact. Her older brother came. Now guys, that is obviously a very heavy allegation. It has not been confirmed, so people should be careful about treating online comments as facts. But at the same time, if something like that were true, people are saying it would paint a very disturbing picture about the kind of behavior being associated with him. After all of the backlash exploded online, another screenshot from last year started circulating, and that was of Lil Mar claiming that he was locked in with Northwest and that she supposedly knew it was all jokes.
No, but can we just talk about this? Because he said, "I gotta start posting AI pics with Lambos and mansions." She swiped out after the 4th story. No, but seriously, how do you oppress a girl who was born by 2 billionaire parents and then said, "You all fell for the bait, plus me and North has been locked in," saying she knows it's all a joke with a ring emoji. And this is just weird and disturbing in general, but then like I said, when you pair this behavior and what he's been saying on the internet with his background, it makes it 10 times worse. And even if he did bring up that Celeste thing and make a Celeste comment as like a joke, it's extremely tone deaf and disturbing and just not something that you fucking joke about. I will say one thing about 2026 that I appreciate is the fact that creeps are just outing themselves. I feel like before, creeps would do everything possible to stay quiet on the internet and watch silently, but now I feel like creeps are just so comfortable and able to comment, and they just expose themselves for how big of a piece of shit that they truly are. And I think not just with the Celeste case, but with many, many others, it just goes to show you kids really do need to be monitored. They really do need to be protected. They're innocent little beings, and they truly, truly do need our guidance. So if we can learn anything, it's the fact that these kids truly do need protection from the internet. I feel like so many tragedies, when it does involve children, could be more prevented have they not had access to the internet, because a lot of the truly bad cases that I see, it starts with the child having free reign access to the internet and then jumping into really unfortunate situations that the parents just aren't monitoring. And being somebody like Kim Kardashian, who is huge, she is a major celebrity, she understands the internet in and outs, she knows the comments that people make, and with her going to allegedly be a lawyer, study law and everything, like, I would just hope she isn't so blind to how bad the internet can actually be when there are children on it, and I really hope that she does do something to take North off of the internet for some, I don't know, and with this comment disturbing so many people on the internet, people have been resurfacing that old clip of Kanye saying how he never wanted his daughter to be on the internet in the first place. And everybody knows Kim was more lenient with her daughter being on social media. It was 2 different parenting styles, and because of this comment, a lot of people are siding with Kanye.
Just look at my daughter, full makeup, singing She's in Love with an Emo Girl on TikTok, and I didn't have no say nor approval. Hey, what do you think? Do you think this would be cool or not? You know what I mean? And I'm the one that made them cool. But then I'm not asked what's cool for my actual children in America. Like, nah, man. Hey, everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I am not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so.
Now, if I was Kanye and this situation was happening, I would be incredibly furious because, again, this was a situation that could have been not entirely prevented because, of course, it's a celebrity kid. So even if they do keep her off the internet, there's still going to be photos that come out. There's still going to be people commenting. It's going to be really hard to keep her completely out of the eye. And I don't even think that would be the lifestyle North would want. And she is old enough to say what she kind of wants to do. You know what I mean? I know she's still technically a child and she doesn't really have say, But I hope this is kind of making sense. Like, she's old enough to say, hey, this is actually kind of a lifestyle I would be comfortable with at some point if I could ease into this lifestyle, because I am okay with being in the public. This is something she should be eased into if it is something she wants to do. And with her being a kid, a child, she needs to solely be focusing on being a child and being a kid. And her parents need to reinforce that childhood for her. This is not a childhood for her where she's going to concerts and doing random interviews about what her favorite streamers are when, like, and what? I understand, like, she understands she's famous, okay, but with her being such a young age and being born into this lifestyle, she's kind of just rolling with it at this point because this is all she's ever known. And to us who has seen the consequences of what happens to children who grow up in the light like this, we can understand that we don't know how bad this is to her development. We don't know how this is going to affect her mental health later down the line. And that's why it's just always safer to protect them, keep them off of the internet until their minds are more developed and they're more in a headspace to where that is something that they could conceptually grasp a little bit better.
Do y'all know who this creepy person is? He's facing a lot of backlash right now for a comment he left under Northwest picture. He commented, "Can North be my Celeste?" In what world is this okay? He had also posted it and put this up here, "Somebody gotta do it, man." Like, what the hell does that mean? But then I looked up more on him and I'm not surprised by what I found if he's leaving comments like that. I found this over on Twitter. 2 men charged with essaying minor in parking lot of Chester Walmart. And this would be South Carolina. This was back in 2019, but clearly nothing's changed. It says 2 individuals were placed in custody on Sunday evening after a reported essay involving a juvenile. Officials report that a female victim between the ages of 11 and 14 stated that she had been assaulted by 2 males in the parking lot of a Walmart located off of J. Cochran Bypass in Chester. Officers later arrested Lamar Cruz, 19, well, he was 19 then, and Randall Huff, 21, in connection with the case. This is just sick. He clearly needs his laptop checked, that phone checked, everything checked.
Yeah, given this man's, again, prior history matched with this comment, that is no longer a comment. That is a direct threat, in my opinion. And if that isn't enough to get Kim to wake up and pull her daughter from social media, or at least monitor it like 1,000 times better, and I do understand a lot of these situations are not fully they're not preventable 1,000%, but do better. Okay, just do better, do your fucking best. But this man, he genuinely just, needs to be jailed. Just needs to be jailed, because that's not even a comment that you should think about making. Jail. Just jail.